Hi guys, today we are going to take a look how to create this fiery character. Now for creating this fiery character, I import this character from Maximo. After that what I can do is I'll transform it little down, as you can see. Now what we can do is we will just use a peak node to inflate this a little bit, as you can see. After that I remesh this out, so after remeshing it will look like this. And now I will take a attribute warp node, and for this warp node I use velocities for this. Now in this, if we go inside the warp node, what I can do is I'll just take the anti-alias noise and I fit this noise and have this noise into position. Now I take the upcoming normals and multiply it with the anti-alias noise, and this will give this spectral. So if you can see, yeah, random variation in noise spectrums, and hug it to velocity. We hook this up to velocity. Now here's the trick. If I disable this, you can see the normals are like this. Now I want the normals to be in backward direction, so I add the upcoming normals with some constant value, as you can see. After that, in negative y z direction, this will give this normals, as you can see. Now what we can do is, now we want to create density and temperature onto this character, but I want density like, if here's the density is 1, here will be 0, like we have to put noise, density noise and temperature noise on this character. For that, what I can do is I will take another attribute box and go inside it. I'll take the anti-alias noise and hook it to position and output to density and temperature, as you can see. Now we have two attributes, which is density and temperature. Now if we visualize this temperature attribute, you can see this is the most hottest area and this is the coldest area. Now similarly we will create this for density also, as you can see. Now what we can do is, now we will take the volume rasterize attribute. This will convert this density, temperature and velocity into volumes, as you can see, right? So it's looking quite interesting. I decrease the particle scale size, as you can see. You can also enable normalize by clamp. This will normalize this out between 0 and 1. You can do, I don't use in this tutorial, but you can use if you want. Now this is the out volume. Now the main thing is I want the collision to be happen. For collision, what I can do is I'll take this character before the peak. I'll take this character before the peak and polyfill this out from the bottom, as you can see, and take this collision and give it this name as collision. This is our collision source. Now we convert this into VDB. Now for converting this into VDB, now I'll convert this into VDB from polygons, and this voxel size 0.05. After that we put null and name this collision VDB. This whole thing will be used for collision purpose. Now let's jump inside the DOP network. Now in the DOP network you can see volume source, smoke object sparse, pyrosolver sparse, static object, and this is our output. Now for connecting this, first we can do is we will take the pyrosolver sparse, have 3 inputs. In the third input there is a volume source node. We have put this volume source node for sourcing the volume. Now here is our volume. Just put, drag and drop this right over here, as you can see, and select from this options. You can select source mode. This will create density, temperature and velocity for you. Now just don't tick this option on for the simulation. Now we'll take another smoke objects brush. As you can see here, we decrease the voxel size for more quality, and we will close below for ground collision as well. Now what we can do is we will go inside the pyrosolver sparse node, and inside the pyrosolver sparse node what we can do is we will just increase the time scale to 0.15. In that way the smoke emission is very fast, like smoke movement is very fast. We increase the time. Now the smoke movement is very fast. Now inside the shape attribute we will just enable dissipation, disturbance and turbulence. And now we change the settings. I'll put dissipation to 0.09 and turbulence to 0.1 and disturbance to 0.5. After I've done all these things, I'll do the simulation. Now get some breakfast. After the simulation done, we'll meet right back. And once the simulation is done, as you can see, it will look like this. Spoken and moving with the character. If I visualize this with the object, it will look like this. Which is quite interesting. Now what I can do is I want to give this a fiery look, as you can see, something like this. I'm not looking much. For creating this fiery look, what I can do is I'll take a pyrobake volume, and inside this I'll give the fire and enable fire, and this inside this I'll give ramp to the intensity. As a result, you can see there is more hotter area and this is less intensity area. We want like this. After that, this is our fire color ramp that we do. Now after that, what we can do is we will render this out and this will look like